I'm Alexis Scott, your neighborhood news reporter in downtown Corpus Christi. Public officials are calling the development of this hotel a catalyst that will spur growth, but others are questioning those same officials who signed off on a $2 million incentive. The future Homewood Suites by Hilton, located just across the street from the Executive Surf Club, is a 5-story, 126-room hotel and is the first new hotel to be built downtown in more than a decade.
This is a pro-business project. It's a catalyst, and that's why I'm voting for it.
This is a good project for downtown, and I support it.
It's also a first for the city of Corpus Christi. Type B sales tax funds have never been used to subsidize a hotel until now. In April, the city council approved the use of those public funds to support this development. Before that vote, we reported that a presentation made to the Type B board and the city council included a PowerPoint with an altered document. Developers said that newly released FEMA floodplain maps caught them off guard, resulting in unexpected additional costs. But those maps were released in April of 2022, well before the Homewood Suites began construction. 6 Investigates obtained a recording of a phone call between city manager Peter Zanoni and a competing hotel owner. It shines new light on that funding request and that FEMA claim by developers.
Right, it was altered. And then when you read the entire PowerPoint, it's so obvious that the reader or the writer wanted one to be led to believe that the FEMA was just recent.
In it, Zanoni said the developers learned the Type B funds that they wanted had to be tied to infrastructure.
They catch the scheme that, okay, FEMA floodplain, that's infrastructure. You know, the fixing the bottom floor so it meets the floodplain, and they stuck with it.
One of the developers, Philip Ramirez, is an architect whose company does work for the city. He also once sat on the board of the Corpus Christi Regional Economic Development Corporation, which vets these proposals.
We've been working on the rules for 2 years. You can expect those changes 2 years ago.
The recommendation for this Type B request was for just over $1 million, a number based on an economic impact report. But the Type B Corporation voted to give the project almost double, $2 million, based in part on jobs that the project would create. Type B funds are partially used to encourage the creation of primary jobs, but the average annual salary these hotel workers will earn, $30,000. Mike Culbertson, CEO of the EDC, told City Council the current annual salary for a Corpus Christi worker is double that.
What is the average salary of a Corpus Christi citizen?
Corpus Christi, well, we actually hit the state average of $60,000, and that's our hourly wage. When you're talking leisure and hospitality, it's somewhere around 30,000, 29 to 30,000.
6 Investigates spoke with Carlton Schwab, president and CEO of the Texas Economic Development Council. While he couldn't comment on this specific incentive, he did tell us that primary jobs are typically jobs created to produce a good or service that is then exported.
The resulting churn that occurs from the outside money coming in to produce that good or service is really what economic development is all about.
Schwab says in addition to high-paying industrial jobs, Corpus Christi's economy is impacted by tourism. But tourism jobs are not as important as primary jobs. City staff recommended council approve that project in February, and 7 council members voted in support. It was after that vote that the altered document in the PowerPoint presentation came to light and the city investigated. That item went back to council for a second and final vote in April, this time without the recommendation of city staff.
They could ram it through, but it's on them. I know I'm not recommending it because I don't have the information I need.
In that audio recording and text messages, Zanoni said the council would be briefed in an executive session on these allegations. Ultimately, 5 city council members voted to approve this incentive.
The whole process was just poorly done by not only the city staff, but also by Type B. From my perspective, I wanted to make sure that the process, we could defend the process. As it stands right now, it's very difficult to defend it.
6 Investigates reached out to every city council member who voted yes. District 3 Councilman Roland Barrera was the only one who agreed to speak with us.
I think the questions were unfounded. I think the information that the competing hotelier provided was not relevant. I'm kind of disappointed that the city manager would engage in conversations that would appear to validate the individual's concerns.
Council members Mike Pusley, Dan Suckley, and Everett Roy refused to comment. Mayor Paulette Guajardo sent this statement. Cities all over America provide incentives for major development in their downtown. The city of Corpus Christi has not had a new hotel built in our downtown for more than a decade. My vote represents my faith in the future of our downtown. We also spoke with Zanoni, who said the city has multiple buckets of money to help developers, and the project was properly vetted.
Incentivizing development in our city, across our city, is not unusual. Yeah, so I did recommend it go on the agenda. I did place it on the city council agenda. Ideally, we would have liked to have had better information on the accusation that was made by others in the community on this website alteration, if you will, on this PowerPoint. We didn't have that, but the council thought that that was immaterial.
We reached out to Homewood Suites developer Philip Ramirez nearly a dozen times. That's in person and via phone. He did not respond to our request for an interview. We also reached out to EDC CEO Mike Culbertson, who declined an interview. Both Barrera and Hernandez tell us issues brought by 6 Investigates will be included in an upcoming annual review of City Manager Peter Zanoni. In Corpus Christi, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Alexis Scott, Chris 6 News.